Girls, one thing you do not have is time. No, absolutely right, my darling. Not all men are high value. Yes, Belize 88. I will save it for ya. For sure, for sure. When you say benefits, do you mean intimate with a man, etc.? I'm referring to dates, spending time together, etc., but sex off the table. Okay. I think as long as you are spending a considerable amount of time together, you want to do the crack the commitment code. But if you're not staying over and you're not being sexual, then you probably want to, if you want to kind of keep that momentum going, you can do the other courses. However, I do feel like the crack the commitment code is so good because you want to have these things already in your pocket, because the way that I'm building all of it, because the next one is really going to be the premarital course and then the marital, you know, we're kind of building through the stages of relationships. But the way I built the dating playbook, the crack the commitment code is kind of an acceleration of that. So you almost want to know why you're doing something on this end, because it's going to sort of pay off when you get to month 6, right? Or it's going to pay off when you get, because like I said earlier, men get bored very quickly. Might sleep over but separate rooms. Okay, that's good. That's good, because you want to, you're still creating that sense of boundary and space, which is important. But again, you know, when you are there, what are you doing? What are we doing? If staying up all night, what are we doing? Right? There's some things that you need to know to do and not to do in a relationship. Are you leaving? I remember watching this thing, it was really interesting. And this girl was dating this high value guy. I mean, honestly, by other people's definition, not necessarily mine, but let's assume it's a high value guy. And what she pretty much meant is a man with money. Anyway, they dated for a long time. They became exclusive, and she stayed over for the first time in his house. He's really wealthy. All he wanted was a woman who would have his baby, stay at home, and be a good wife, kind of thing. And that was what she was after. So perfect. So they decide to become intimate. They have sex, and she wakes up the next morning, and you know, he leaves to go to work, right? And she's in bed, fine. She decides she's going to stay in bed all day because she's living her best life. She's in his mansion. She's living her best life. He comes home and she's still in her pajamas, and she's got her bonnet on or whatever. She's still in her pajamas and she's lazing around, and he's like, you're still in bed. And she's, you know, then eventually she stays over another night. And then basically when she eventually goes home, he sends her a message saying, oh, no, thank you. Live your best life. What did she do wrong? If you're going to be getting the ring, other than, oh, I want us to get married, as in those conversations that people have in the early stages of dating. If you're going to be having the right conversations, he doesn't really mean it. Why, yes. He doesn't really mean it. He means it in that it may very well be his intention, but doesn't mean it. What he wants for you is, number one, if you're going to stay over, you be up before him. Because he said to you he wants a stay-home wife. Stay-home wives are up with the children early, or they're up for their man early. That's their job. That's their job. That's what you said you wanted. But you're sticking around like you got another job in the afternoon. He doesn't want a woman that's sitting around being lazy. And he didn't invite you to stay another night. And when you came back, you were still looking funny. Because this is what we do. We get comfortable real quick, and that comfortable creates a dynamic of boredom and fear in a man. A woman that gets too comfortable too quick in a relationship kind of triggers the, oh my goodness, thing in a man that she's going to let herself go. She's going to start treating me badly. She's going to start being disrespectful. She's going to start. It's very scary. She just needed to stay over, get up early and leave with him in the morning and say, thank you so much for inviting me. It's been wonderful. And look cute and go home, so that he would want more of her. Instead, she decided to, oh, well, he said he wants to marry me. We've already done the maths. So the math is mathing. I'm going to stay and I'm going to enjoy myself, right? We do that too soon. We do that way too soon, right? Not the bonnet, girl, the bonnet. And these men, you know, they are giving you all day to live your best life with no children because they want to come home to a pretty chick. You know, I mean, what else are you doing?